Okay. Like to talk to you about the kayak here. Cheapy little kayak. My brother gave it to me. I appreciate it very much. I put some support up there to pull it up. I think it was like $40 or $50 to do that. Had to make 2 eye splices and a piece of nylon rope just to hold the 2 ends on, since it is only a 9 foot and they seem to be separated for bigger kayak. It could slide off one end and become a tomahawk and hit somebody, so it's more of a safety thing. Let me get it down and I'll show you what I'm talking about with it, modifications I've made to it. Okay, with it on the ground, you can see that it stores all the equipment that is needed to support it. And I'll pull that stuff out and I'll show you my modifications. Okay, this is my flounder setup. I do have a minnow bucket. Everything is connected to a single line back here. I have cords to attach to the fishing rod, and I've had the fish grab it and pull the rod right out of the unit. Got my net with cord. It's not going overboard, not getting lost. I do have a cradle set up for the oars, and I do have that attached also so that I can't lose it. And I got to change the Velcro on it this year. So that's one of the reasons this is down. And the thing I like the most is that I built my own little stabilizers. I guess they're 7 or 8 years old. When a boat comes by and puts wakes up, this PVC pipe will flex. It actually flexes and it moves up and down with the waves, but it supports the boat. I've got it, you know, right now that it's fairly stable. I can lean to one side or the other and it won't even move the boat. Yeah. The biggest thing was taking a 2x6 and cutting out the piece that would conform to the shape of the boat. Basically, you'd have to build a gauge or a super glue, a little model, I guess, of taffy sticks or something like that on both sides, and then you got to figure it's sloping this way, so this side's going to be more meat than back here. Under that, I put RTV, and I came up underneath with wood screws and big thick washers to give it strength. I wound up using metal plates here and wound up cutting holes into them and to the unit here, so they just come right out and store in the boat. And of course, I do keep an extra clevis pin and washer here in case I drop one in the water or something while I'm setting it up. That way I still have one more chance to get out in the water without having to go to the hardware store and buy more. And of course, I have the anchor attached. There's times where the wind and tide get against me. You know, I'm old, so there's a point that I want to rest, so I just put out the anchor. And basically, it's just floating rope. It's a polypropylene, so if it ever goes overboard, it will float, or I got to ditch it real quick, it will float. You know, and I've got a hump of chain, and then I've got a party cup full of cement and an eye-ring put into it. And it seems to hold it quite nice. Nothing fancy. And of course, I had the old tape measure on the side here, so that I can see if it's legal fish. And this is mostly a flounder boat. So I'm gonna go change out those Velcros that I wanted to change out, put this thing to bed, and get ready to go to Florida. So, have a Merry Christmas. Okay, we're packed up again and ready to haul it away. It's, I found these little cart here, and I filled in with plywood around the base to give it strength. I do have a cross brace here. I have an overhead here which is supposed to capture it. But I have a rope that comes up here, and since there is a lip, I guess to put a curtain over it with your body and stuff to keep you from getting wet in heavy seas, which I won't be out here in heavy seas. It goes around, comes back, goes through another hole in the plywood, and then I just put a overhand knot to make a pulley. So I just run the rope through the pulley, pull it tight, give it a couple half hitches that it can pull out easy, and then I pick it up and I can pretty much haul it anywhere I want. It moves really nice and easy. And as far as the plastic pipe supports for the foam floats there, I thought I was going to have to throw a rebar or something inside that, but this has been 7-8 years of doing this, and the pipes haven't broke. They don't have any cracking. They seem to be working fine, so I haven't put anything in it, but they do flex with the water, any motion, and they do support the boat. Well, take care. Okay, this is my fishing almanac. This is the 8th year of the fishing almanac. And it can be acquired at Amazon.com. But it's basically for Delaware saltwater fishing. It's maybe some Jersey people coming into the Delaware River, Delaware Bay would be useful for them. But it's basically giving you the fish runs. It's giving you the latitude, longitudes of fishing locations. It's giving you locations of boat ramps. It's giving you tide chart up and down the Delaware, which can be 5 hours difference from the top of the brackish water all the way down to the Delaware Bay. It gives you a sunrise, sunset, moon phases, and of course it's had a section on things I've learned while I was fishing. And it's available on Amazon. And it's called Delaware Saltwater Fishing 2023. Have a good Christmas. Bye.